Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunn again. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge Rhythm Pendant. This is the 187440. Let's get into the details on it. So the size of the body of the fixture, which is going to be the bottom of the fixture to the top of the fixture, just where these telescoping rods, or this telescoping rod, is going to start. That's coming in at 11.2 inches high. It's going to be 11.3 inches in diameter. When you add the telescoping rod, you're going to have a number of different ranges that you can use, and you're going to see those in the upper right hand corner of the screen on our website for this page. You're going to pull that down. It's going to show you 3 ranges, and that's measured now from the bottom of the fixture to the actual ceiling itself. So the short is going to be 34.9, standard is, short is 34.9 to 42.4, so it's a range. Don't forget, these telescope like umbrella handles I'll talk about in a second. Standard is 41.8 to 49.4, long is 48.9 to 56.5. So Hubbardton Forge has a patent on this telescoping rod idea, and a way for you to see more details on this is to look at the install sheets. These are the papers that are going to be in the box when you get this. How you're going to see those is if you're on our page, on our site for this fixture, look over on the right hand side of the screen, midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. So you are going to see a lot of information there. You're going to see a full parts list, how to put the glass on. You're going to see this setup where you have a smaller rod telescoping into a bigger rod. Where they come together is called a clutch, and there is a set screw right here. So when you get this to where you want it to be, you can bring it up and down. You're going to just tighten this and it'll lock it into place without any problems at all. You're also going to see on that paperwork that this is going to be using a 5-inch round diameter canopy. That's going to go over your 4-inch junction box, so you're good there. It has a knuckle built into the top of it right here, right there, and it's going to allow this to be slope ceiling adaptable to 45 degrees. So if you have a slope ceiling, like a cathedral ceiling, or maybe coming into a stairway, coming in like a raised ranch idea, this will actually pivot like that. So you'll be able to hang this up to 45 degrees on a slope ceiling all the way to flat. Okay? If you need this to be shorter than the short, let's say this 34.9 inches is just too long for you because you want to put these over a kitchen island and you only have 8-foot ceilings, and that is going to be too long. Or you want it to be longer than the long, because let's say you want to put it in a foyer over some stairs and you want it to be longer than 56.5. We do customs every day, so how we go about that is you just drop me a quick email and say, I'm looking at the 187440, I need this to be X, and you're going to tell me what that X is in length. And I take that email, I shoot it over to Hubbardton Forge, and it goes to the customs department, comes back to me, and I send a quote over to you, and that's going to be a little more time, a little more money, non-returnable, but it's something we do every day, and that's the beauty of Hubbardton Forge, that they can do that. Okay? Let's move on and talk about what glass is available on this. So you're going to see there's going to be 2 different types of glass in the pull-down menu. There's going to be opal, which is a white one. It may look a little stark when you get it in your hand, but it does warm up when a nice warm light comes through it. And then seeded clear is going to be a clear glass that's going to have little tiny air bubbles in it, which is really cool. People absolutely love seeded clear glass. You have to remember, if you're going to be putting a light bulb, well, if you're going to be putting, of course you're going to be putting a light bulb in it. If you're going to be using the seeded clear glass, you're going to be able to see through it, so you're going to be able to see that light bulb. So make sure you buy something that's aesthetically pleasing to look at. So this is a new phosphorus light bulb. This is called a, the size of this is an A15. And the reason an A15 is a recommended bulb size is because that's what will fit into the glass and not poke out the bottom. Actually, you know what? Is this the A15? Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? This is an A19. This is an A15, so it's a slightly smaller bulb. You can still find these up to 60 watt equivalent as an LED. You can also find them in incandescent if you guys still want to do that, and your max for that is going to be 60 watts because of the heat generated by that bulb. But you want to use this bulb in this fixture, A15, so make sure it says that on the box, or if you're buying these online, because you don't want this to poke out the bottom of the glass. Okay, and gets back to that aesthetic thing. So these actually come size-wise. Well, these actually come in a A15 size too. So if you're doing the opal glass, which is a white glass, you might elect to do a smaller version of this. But it's really up to you. This one actually works out great. I found this at my local hardware store with no problem at all. So I want to touch on Hubbardton Forge's glass for just a second. Hubbardton Forge's opal glass is not just another piece of white glass. This is actually hand-blown glass. All of their glass is hand-blown. And to begin with, it's actually a clear piece of glass to start with. And then they come in, they blow a second layer on the inside of white glass. Then they come back and they do a third step where they sandblast the entire outside. So you'll notice when you get these in your hands, they actually have layers of glass on them on the end. You can see them on these two pieces, and it gives it this really soft, semi-transparent, kind of milky quality. It's a soft glowing piece. Really, really pretty. You know, they're really obsessed about details at Hubbardton Forge, and a lot of people don't. I don't think they appreciate it out in the world, but you appreciate it because that's why you guys are here watching this video. There you go. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you're on our website, HandmadeInVermont.com, do me a favor, look over on the left-hand side of the screen. You're going to see a lot of red tabs over there. One is going to be the Finishes Help Guide. When you're done with this video, go over there and open that up for me, and you're going to see a video at the top of that page of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes and how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a color chart just below the video, so scroll down a little bit, you'll see that chart. You'll notice there are pictures that have the letter A on them, pictures that have the letter B on them, and I'm going to be talking about that range you can see in variants on there in that video. So it's really important to watch the video, use that chart. When you're done with all that, come back down to that chart. You can click on any of those pictures and see a lot more samples of Hubbardton Forge fixtures in that finish. If you want to see a bunch of stuff in dark smoke, click on dark smoke. If you want to see a bunch of stuff in vintage platinum, do the same, and so on and so on and so on. That's a great way for you to see a lot of Hubbardton Forge stuff in different finishes and really take advantage of that, okay? So our showroom in Vermont has over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a What's On display page on our website. It's going to be back in the red tabs over there. A lot of good things in that section. Check out. So when you open that up, you'll see it's all divided up into different sections like dining pendants and outdoor lighting. We're always adding to that. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. They don't even have a showroom like this. Nobody does. And they use this as their showroom when you guys come to Vermont to visit us. So lots and lots to see here. You can see all the different glass, all the different finishes, all the different fabrics, all of those things. In addition to that, we have a clearance center. So the clearance center stuff are returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. That's an amazing deal for you. If you guys want to take advantage of that, you have to come here to Vermont to see us. And when you do me a favor, measure all the kind of things about your project and what you guys are doing. So the most important thing is measure your ceiling heights to begin with. Measure distances between junction boxes and like windows and ceilings and those kind of things. So if you're looking at sconces on the wall, you can see if they're going to fit for you. If you're doing pendants over a kitchen island, measure the distances between those junction boxes. Widths of tables, kitchen tables, dining tables, lengths of tables, islands, all that good stuff. And also do a couple more things. If you guys have some tablets or iPads laying around, take pictures of all these things. Take pictures of the kitchen, take pictures of the projects you're doing. Bring that in so we can kind of go through those pictures together and we'll be able to see what you guys are up to, okay? And also the boxes and clearance stuff, for clearance stuff, are basically packed for shipping. Don't forget, these were supposedly shipped out. So the boxes tend to be on the bigger side, so bring a decent size SUV if you want to take stuff home. It's a really good opportunity for you. When you buy your Hubbardton Forge fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. We're the only dealer that offers 90-day returns and no restocking fees. That's 3 months after you receive something to send it back, and there's no restocking fee on that. Some larger items and custom things, and it's usually going to be big things on pallets, are going to be non-returnable. It'll always tell you on the page for an item if that is the case, so always keep an eye out for that. And we also offer a rush program. So to get all these different metal finishes, Hubbardton Forge doesn't stock. They generally take about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. We can cut that time in half, and it's really, really inexpensive. If you want to know more about that, just drop me a quick email and I can clue you in on details, okay? So our showroom in Vermont is open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to drop a quick email, you can do that all the time. And that's going to be at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. Or you can call me during business hours, 802-446-2400. So thank you for stopping in today, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.